The Boys and the Frogs. Peter and his three friends loved to play by the pond near their house. One day, they found a frog sitting on a lily pad in the pond. "Look, what a dirty frog! Let's throw some stones at it," said Peter. They started throwing stones at all the frogs in the pond. The frogs became very sad and the stones hurt many. Suddenly a big frog came out of the pond and it stood in front of Peter. "Why do you trouble us? Will you feel good if someone starts throwing stones at you? The way you will be hurt is the same way we are being hurt now," said the big frog. Hearing this, Peter and his friends were ashamed. From then, they never troubled animals and anyone again. Moral: be kind to one another. That's all, friends. This story ends. Today we are going to see the grasshopper and the ant. In summer, everything was bright and beautiful. Food was plentiful. A grasshopper ate to its heart's content and sang merrily.
La li la li la, la li la li la, la li la li la.
He saw ants counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and carrying food. He laughed at them. "Ha ha 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 ha." He said to an ant who was his friend, "How greedy you people are. You are working when it is the time for joy. What a pity, what a pity." The ant said, "My dear friend, we are storing food for the winter." After summer, winter came. The brightness of the summer was gone. Food was getting scarce. The grasshopper found it difficult to get food for himself, and at last came the time for him to starve. So one day the grasshopper knocked at the door of his friend the ant. He requested her to give him something to eat. The ant said, "You spent the summer singing merrily. Now you spend the winter by dancing? I won't give anything to a lazy creature like you." And she shut her door on his face. So, what is the moral of the story, friends? Save today's surpluses for tomorrow's needs. That's all, friends. We should save food for our future. Donkey in Lion's Discourse. A donkey finding a lion's skin. Put it on and pretended to be the king of the beast. Frightened the foolish animals he came across. Sometime later, when it encountered a fox, the donkey roared as fiercely as it could. But the fox just burst out laughing. If I haven't heard you braying, I might also have been scared by that lion's skin. There are a lot of stupid people who, like the donkey, would like to dress up in fine clothes and pretend they are important, but they betray themselves. What is the moral of the story, friends? Borrowed garments never fit well. So, the donkey won't become lion, right? Lion is lion. Lion, the king of the forest. Okay? We will meet in next story. Today we are going to see the story of Chintu and the vendor. Chintu was a very clever and bold boy. Once he bought berries from a vendor. The vendor gave him the berries less in weight. As Chintu was watchful, the vendor could not outsmart him. The boy immediately pointed out, "Why are you giving me less berries?" The vendor cunningly said, "Because the less will be easier for you to carry." Chintu quickly put some money in the vendor's hand and walked off. The vendor counted the money. He found it short. He called Chintu back and said, "You have given me less money." Chintu sharply replied, "Isn't it easy to count, sir?" What is the moral of the story, friends? Those who play smart are likely to be oversmarted by smarter people. Today we are going to see a super story. Everyone likes this. The story is The Thirsty Crow. It was a hot day. A crow was very thirsty. His mouth was dry. His throat was burning. He flew from place to place in search of water. But there was not a drop of water anywhere. Rivers and lakes had all dried up. At last he saw a jug of water. Wow! He went to the jug and looked into it. There was a little water at the bottom of the jug. The crow could see the water, but he could not reach it. Suddenly an idea flashed on his mind. He picked up stones one by one from the ground and dropped them into the jug. The water started coming up. Soon the crow could reach it easily. He drank the water. He cawed happily and flew away. Moral: when there is a will, there is a way. Please subscribe to STR Bedtime Stories. That's all, friends. The story ends. We'll meet in next story. Bye, friends. Until then, please take care.